in my pajamas, so forgive the cover. It's been a really good week and I'm really happy about it. Also, can you see my new yellow sheets? They're very light and fluffy and springy. I love it. So as I said, it was a really good week. I did a lot of stuff. I'm back on track. I'm on the good way. Even I had bad days, and like yesterday and today were really big pain days, and it's the thing. And that's because I went gardening yesterday. I didn't do much. I was like 40 minutes there. I guess I forced too much. I don't know how I can force in like 40 minutes, but apparently I can. And I've been paying hard from it since. But that's okay, I guess. Anyway, so this week what I did was I started making the eggs. And they're so shiny and pretty, and the first 6 I did were really work heavy and like very texturized, and they have strass, and like this one is inspired by the one from Rise of the Guardians, and yeah, I love them very much, but I spent a lot of time doing them, and they're like very pretty. Those ones are the ones that I finished today, and they're just plain ceramic paint, but I like them. They're like shiny, and there's nothing wrong with a gold egg. Let's be fair. So that's what I have for now, and I plan on doing at least 3 more. I have 3 emptied eggs that are there, and then I'm going to paint. I'm not gonna paint them with ceramic porcelain paint because that's a pain in the ass to deal with. I want to have to bake them again, so I'm gonna go back to acrylic and varnish like a grown-up. Anyway, I did that in 2 stages, but I did that. And so Friday I came back from grocery shopping because I had to go grocery shopping. I went back to write because I had issued a challenge with my best friend, and it was a dryrific. We had the same prompt that I gave him, and I said, okay, it's a challenge, same prompt, 3K max, 1 shot, let's do this. And so I did mine. It took me a while, but I did mine. I like it. And it did like 300 words and then gave up because that's Julian. I love him. Anyway, I also paid my electricity bill, which is always a good thing, even if that meant that Friday I spent a lot of money, which I do not like, and I'm pretty broke right now, so that's dumb. Anyway, I also wake up Saturday to my cat having puked on my bedsheet and having peed on my carpet. That was a bad day. Let's face it. A day that starts like that, it's a really bad day. I had to change my sheet. I had to wash my carpet, which is not a carpet that you're supposed to wash at all. It's like this very specific matter. I don't know the word in English, but it's a very specific thing, and you're not supposed to wash it. And at that point I really need to, because that's not even the first time someone peed upon one of the cats. Peed on it, and I needed it washed, so I washed it anyway. And I took a lot of hours on it, and maybe I made a mistake, but I still feel a little better now, so that's my victory. Also, I've had it for 12 years now, so even if I ruined it, I think I can make peace with it, but I don't want to throw it away because that carpet was super expensive and I cannot replace it because that's just out of my price range. Carpets are just so expensive, so I really don't want to throw it away. Anyway, I spent some time Saturday and Sunday on the eggs, but Sunday I also crocheted the threads, and between Sunday and Monday I finished Nightwish crochet. That means that I finished all of my Nightwish sets. And I started tailored, but tailored was a little crusty because of all the baking soda I used to dilute the dye, so I decided to let it sit for a while in a vinegar bath so it could just tenderize the fiber so I can actually work with it. So I couldn't work on it, but I still finished, which is great, just really great. And that means that when I finish tailored, I will have full set and one accent set finished and ready to sell. I gave up on Phoenix Glory because I don't know what to do to lighten the end, so I'm just gonna give up. I will redo them and do better next time, not do the same mistakes that I did this time, and do better, but for now I'm gonna sell them as they are. That means I have 7.5 sets to sell, so I'm gonna finish tailored next weekend, and then I'm gonna take very good pictures of everything, set up my Etsy account, set up an Instagram account to go with it so I can, you know, have some people know about it and start selling because I really need to sell. And that's what I did until Monday, and then Tuesday I was supposed to write and it just didn't happen. I wrote a little on Intimate Betrayal, like transition sentence, but I wrote like 300 words max. That was not working. But I cleaned. I cleaned the floor, I cleaned the dishes. I spent a lot of time this week cleaning the dishes, to be fair, because everything is clean, which is a good thing because to make the chocolates I'm gonna have to have a clean kitchen and clean dishes to make them, so I'll appreciate that, and that's why I've been doing the dishes. Also Tuesday been doing the sketch for April bullet journal. It's gonna be Mothman, and it's awesome. So I did that Tuesday. Wednesday I managed to make 2 recipes of cheese. I make snickerdoodle and gingerbread house. I made a brownie. I finished painting the eggs. I redid the dishes. I made sprinkles. And I went to the garden. And I exhausted myself so much that my hands were shaking and I couldn't do. I wanted to film April yesterday and I couldn't, because my hand was shaking so bad. Like I was manipulating boiling water for the tea and I was manipulating the paint brushes and the eggs when I was painting, and it was a nightmare. I was shaking so bad and like I was feeling like shit. I tried everything. I tried drinking something soothing, I tried resting, I tried taking a hot shower, I tried stretching and do yoga. I tried everything, but it wouldn't work. I was still shaking, I was still really bad, and I woke up today and I tried writing and it was not great, but it was closer to what I have usually, so I made it work. But it's very annoying. So today I did that. I wanted to do the pallets today because I finally got the tool to undo them, which I've been waiting for 2.5 weeks now. But I have it. But what I do not have is the body to do it. Considering how much I exerted myself and forced my body yesterday, I knew that I will not be doing pallets today. I am realistic and I'm not going to do that. So pallets were off for today, they're probably off for tomorrow too. Maybe a little more. We'll see. So I had planned to do that today, but that didn't happen because no. So yeah, that's that. But I did film April Muffman. I love it. It's really cute and fun. I had fun. I finished the Pringles. Finished the eggs. I did some housekeeping, and then I was fucking bored and I took a long bath because I'm still achy and my body is still in pain, and was like, maybe a hot bath will help. And then I was super bored. I cannot read. I tried, but I'm really not in the mood to read, you know? That's weird because reading is literally the thing that I do when I cannot do anything else. So I think it's timor regulation thing. I think I'm slightly manic and that's why I can't read. Anyway, I've been passing time since I cooked and I watched Desperately Seeking Susan, and now I have Susan on my cosplay list because I love her chaotic energy. Anyway, next week! So next week, for the dreads, I want to finish Toledo and I want to take the picture and post and make the Insta account. As I said, I need to go back to the garden more time because it's spring and I really need to start planting things soon. I should do the pellets if I have the strength. I don't know yet. I want to edit videos, but that's not the priority. The priority is making the chocolates because Easter is in like a week and a half. I didn't do them sooner because I do not know how to store them other than on my display booth where my cats could see them, and I do not want my cats to touch them because chocolate is bad for cats as a general rule. So that's a problem. I want to make them in advance, but I don't know how to stock them without endangering my cats. That's a problem that I do not have answers for yet. But I'm on it. So the chocolates, I'm gonna make them tomorrow. And Saturday I had planned to just, you know, do the rest of the thing that I have to do. Like make the chocolates and paint more eggs, but I really want to go to the thrift shop. And even if I'm broke and if I'm out of gas, and that's very not reasonable, I just really want to go. So I think I'm gonna go because also it's sewing supplies week, so I may find some supplies that I need for my cosplays. Also I need a new basin, big plastic container. Because the one that I used for my dreads took a tool with the bleach, and now it's leaking and it's useless now. So I'm gonna have to buy another one to replace this one. It's okay, it's like €2, I'll survive. But I need one, and also the Broken Dream and the Phoenix Glory threads are very long, they're very thick, they take a lot of room. They do not, absolutely not fit in my little pockets. I was considering buying pillowcases. That could work. To store them and to send them. I think that's the clever thing to do. So all for that I need to go to the thrift shop. Considering that it's currently 8:30 a.m. I can, by the time it's Saturday, stay up late enough that I can go to the thrift shop between 10 and noon. The problem is that I sleep during the day and I live during the night right now, so it's a little complicated to do stuff outside the house during that time, and that includes the thrift shop, which is open between 10 a.m. and noon and between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Usually I go there in the afternoon. I wake up early enough to go to there in the afternoon, but right now I just can't do that, so I'm just gonna stay later and later, which is not super clever because that means that I'm going to have to drive while very tired. It's not ideal, but will do. I have some stuff to write. It would be good to write in a more professional way next time. And for the tea and colors, I want to do 2 more recipes. I don't know which one, I'll see which one I'm actually interested in making, and I have made some gingerbread oil with the gingerbread spices left over, and I want to taste it to see if it works in a candle. So there's all of those plans for next week. If I do everything of that, it's gonna be a great week. And then I'm gonna be ready for Easter, and I'm gonna be ready for April, and I can just face everything that life will throw at me, and it's gonna work. It's a great week. We can do this. Also, I have a problem with my hair. I'm broke, but I want to buy some hair dye because I want to dye my hair, and I've calculated on like 3 different websites with 2 different types of dye, and the one option where per ounce of dye it costs me the least is when I buy 3 times the 8 ounce bottle of Arctic Fox, which means that I'm paying 57 euros all at once, which is not ideal because I don't have 57 euros. But I also want dye, and I know that I will have to spend money for it even if I don't like it, and that's the best ratio for it. And just buying one little box, it's not realistic compared to the price, but I'm broke and spending money right now, I don't want to do it, so that's an issue. I don't know what to do yet. Maybe I just keep it that way and put on the pink and grey dread. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. It's a little bit of a problem right now. Well, it's not a big ass problem. We'll survive, but we'll see how it turns out. See you next week.